Hello everyone, welcome to chapter 4, lesson 1. We're on page 251 and this is going to be estimating quotients. So you can use rounding compatible numbers to estimate quotients when dividing by 2-digit divisors. By estimating first, you can determine the reasonableness of your results. So this is just reason why we're trying practicing estimating and rounding is to make division easier. That way you know what your answer should look like. So example 1, the school principal has 812 flyers to pass out equally to 19 different teachers. But how many flyers would each teacher receive? Estimate 812 divided by 19. So we're going to take the divisor. So just a reminder, this is the divisor. I want you to write this down. Divisor is how many groups there'll be. And this is going to be your dividend. The number being divided. So step 1, round the divisor to the nearest 10. So 19. My tens place is going to be my 1. So I'm going to round 1. And then I'm going to look at my 9. My 9 is 5 or above. So that means I'm going to round up. So I'm going to round to 20. Step 2, round the dividend to the nearest 100. So look at my hundreds place is my 8. And I have a 1. 1 is 4 below, so I'm going to go down to 800. So now we can do the division. So divide mentally. 800 divided by 20. One way that helps me, I know I can cancel these zeros. So 80 divided by 2 is going to be 40. So each teacher would receive about 40 flyers. So example 2, estimate 234 divided by 41. Step 1, so round the divisor to the nearest 10. So here's my tens place. And my 1 is 4 or below. So I'm going to round down to 40. Step 2, it says change the dividend to a number that is compatible with the rounded divisor. So our rounded divisor is 40. So this is where we really need to pay attention. It's asking for compatible numbers. It's not asking to round to the nearest 100 like example 1. So we look at 234, and then we want it to be compatible with 4. What I like to do is I like looking at the first number here and the first two numbers here. So what number is close to 23 that's compatible with 4? I know 24 is compatible with 4 and is close to 23. So I'm going to round this to 240. Or I'm sorry, I'm going to estimate this to 240 because I want this to be compatible with 40. So that's the difference between compatible and rounding. So now I could divide mentally. 240 divided by 40. I know the shortcut. These end with zeros, so those can cancel. 24 divided by 4 is going to equal 6. So 234 divided by 41 is about 6. I can use multiplication to check. 6 times 40 is 240. And 240 is close to 234. If you need to rewatch this step, I strongly suggest you do so. That way, we have a better understanding of compatible numbers. So go ahead and try the guided practice. I'll give you a huge hint. Read. That way you'll know what to do. Go ahead and pause the video. So round the divisor to the nearest 10. So my divisor is going to become 30. And round the dividend to the nearest 100. That's going to become 300. So I go back to my original problem. 300 divided by 30. I know I can use the shortcut with my zeros. This kind of helps me out. 30 divided by 3 is going to be 10. So 312 divided by 31 is about 10. And that's the end of the lesson. So thank you for watching.